Let's see. Today wasn't your day. Ah, that's interesting. Go away. Do you work here? 'Tis none of your affair. Poke your nose into the pigsty in Talmont.
The best of the day to you.
Do we know each other?
Not yet. My name is Stork. Do you work for the House of Skeldon?
What makes you think this?
They hire workers, and this is the road to the excavations. The last time we were there, they had some kind of problem in the mine.
We?
Upper Key Keshi Lono and myself. He stays in the same inn.
I see, but you are Giritsa. This is not your territory.
Some of our operations have failed of late. The family looks for the causes behind these failures.
And you have to observe the excavations?
That is my job. We would normally know more about the mine, but we had to leave before anyone could give us information. They've suspended digging, did you know that?
Nay.
Aye, but why? Skelton House wouldn't dare to disappoint their partners in Catalan without good reason. But we can't ask members of the house. They'd lie. We need information from a worker, a digger. Could you help? I'd pay well. Excellent. I will await you here. My rank is not such that I know of such things. But it is rumored that someone has thrown down the gauntlet to the family. If this is true, he must be a madman.
Aye, but some Giritsa operations failed.
So he is a lucky madman. He does indeed trouble us, but no one can touch the Giritsa. 'Tis not possible. He is a dead man. He is newly promoted, an upper key. He boasts much of this.
So, you both tried to collect information about the excavations and the plans of the Skeldon House?
I know my orders. His could be different. If you want to know, ask him. But he may not speak with you. Be cautious on the road.
Greetings, tall one. Do you need anything special? I can buy your merchandise for a good price. A really good price.
Let's see. Oh, much better. Let's see. Temperature is rising.
Welcome to the House of the Enlightened. Does my master expect you?
Does he have to expect me?
Nay, but it is better if people tell us when they will come. No matter, this is your first time. Then I must warn you that we do not tolerate any improper behavior here.
Not a hearty welcome, methinks.
'Tis a precaution. Talmont turned dangerous last year. Even the Enlightened is not safe now, despite all the good he does in the community.
Problems?
You could say that. Those strange murders in Comorin and Coventgar, there is a legend involved, and most people believe it.
Why do you care?
Local people say that Iron Shoes never appears without a reason. Someone has disturbed his slumber.
What or who is this Iron Shoes?
No one knows for sure, but I saw the murdered ones with my own eyes.
'Tis likely someone used the Iron Shoes legend to settle old scores.
Nay, not this time, believe me. People say that the Enlightened One should do something, or even that he summons Iron Shoes himself. Dangerous times indeed. The Enlightened One? I have never met anyone who speaks like he. No matter who comes here, nobleman or peasant, he treats them all as equals. And that is magic, a gift from the gods.
Why do they all come here?
And why are you here? For information, consolation, good advice? Enough to make people travel for many miles? Farewell.
Greetings. Have you come here to see the enlightened?
Do you work for him?
Errands, guard duty. The enlightened travels a lot. He needs someone to care for his property when he is away.
That sounds like a good job.
Indeed. Rake and I did many things before the enlightened found us and took us away from Kudanar. Have you heard about the orcs?
Aye. Who has not by now?
Castle Hadeborg has surely fallen by now. They say it cannot fall, but I was there before the siege started, and they did not have enough provisions for a long siege.
Why did you come north?
We had a difference of opinion with a jury. They wanted to hang us, and Enlightened saved us. We thought he must be mad to take two murderers as private guards, but, well, we knew nothing of his talents then.
And what of his talents now then?
Do not show disrespect for the Enlightened, and never underestimate him. Many have learned that to their cost.
Useful information. However, I think I must leave now.
Do you have such need for haste?
Indeed. What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
Gorlin is up there. Mostly thieves and Giritsa men. But honest smugglers can be found too, if you look hard enough. But avoid Gorlin unless you seek real problems. And never enter the Dwarven ruins. They are haunted.
The ruins? Where are they?
They are not far from here. Some people from Gorlin searched for Dwarven machinery there, and they simply vanished. Or so I heard, anyway. Be warned. I sense a soul in search of answers. What troubles you, my friend? Is your wife dissatisfied with your vigor? Has a strange illness befallen your animals? Or is it a greedy neighbor? Nay, your problems are graver than that. I see it clearly. You wish to have revenge, do you not? Who is it? A rival? A treacherous woman? Why do you seek the enlightenment of the gods?
Of what gods do you speak?
What god do you need most? They all speak to me when given the proper offering. Show me how much you are willing to pay, and I will tell you if you will get your answers.
Do you speak thus to all who consult you? How can it be that the Highlanders have not yet covered you in tar and feathers?
My friend, a man must speak many different languages. I give them what they need, but you are in need of something else. Aye, there is always a chance that someone will not like what they hear. At such times, Jar and Rake get some exercise, but not often, not often. To business, to business. I heard of a bounty hunter who wanders around, asks difficult questions, and draws attention to himself. I am sure he is in need of much information.
You are indeed aware of what people wish to know. What do you want in return for this?
Nothing this time. Mayhap in the future I may ask you for some small favor, but not today.
I will remember that.
I hope you will. But tell me, young man, what do you wish to know? We have war here. On the one side, there is Skeldin House, which has ruled the region since King Emrys' council passed an edict. On the other, we have the former ruler, Ultar Karga and his clan. Clan Karga arrived in Talmont over 90 years ago. At that time, even the dwarves did not wish to live here. The land was completely destroyed. The Groms were as powerful then as they are today, and barbarian tribes from the glacier ventured to the very walls of Tarbakin, which was a dwarven fortress in those days. Rumor has it that the dwarves fled because of the taint, but I do not believe it. I had many dealings with that race, and I tell you, you cannot fathom their ways. Unless you are a dwarf, of course. The Karga clan proved to be tough but able Highlanders. They helped newcomers to settle in. They also repaired a large part of the ancient dwarven citadel and turned it into the city of Tarbakin.
So, Talmont was colonized within the last 90 years?
Do not forget that dwarves tolerated human settlements even before the Treaty of Covengor. But only the destitute sought succor here at that time. Satrius, King Emrys' father, stood behind the Karga clan then. The clan provided stability in this region, a valuable region for the king, for many reasons.
Mineral deposits?
More than that. When the dwarves moved north and allowed no one to cross the Yarut boundary, Tarbakin was the best place and the safest place for trade. And without Clan Karga, Tarbakin would not exist today.
Why are they now rebels? And what of House Skeldin?
Politics and gold, my friend. Since the dwarves cut off any contact with us 5 years ago, Talmont brought in hardly any revenue, and the orcs only made things worse. So someone in the Royal Council decided that the Karga clan should relinquish their power.
I take it they did not wish to do this?
Would you?
Why cannot Skeldin House put an end to the rebellion? Is the Karga clan so strong?
This is Talmont, friend. Dwarven ruins, mines, and places to hide are everywhere. And the clan knows this country better than anybody else. After all, 'tis their home. Tarbakin is the largest in the region. When they founded it, the Karga clan could not know that it would one day become the fortress of their sworn enemies. There are also other settlements, mostly fortified villages, but they prosper not. Comorin, the woodcutter's village, is almost deserted now, and Covengor has seen better days. There are also mines and the excavations, but 'tis better you avoid that place. 'Tis a prison. Rebels, people who could not pay taxes, bandits, and other lawbreakers are forced to work there. Skeldin House earns much from it.
How do they earn so much?
With dwarven artifacts. When the orcs marched north during the war, the dwarves hid or left behind many treasures. 'Tis possible that Ebrat Skeldin found one of these.
And the dwarves? They had more than 200 years to dig for their lost treasure.
Mayhap they did not know where to look. Or mayhap the keepers of the treasure died before they could pass on its location. Who knows? Those were strange days.
And the Karga clan, where are they now?
If the rebels wish it so, they will show you. Do not ask me. The Karga clan are unhappy with me of late. I do not wish to antagonize them more. Ah, the taint. People do not speak much of it. They prefer to pretend that it does not exist.
Strange indeed.
Mayhap. But the taint does not appear everywhere and is quite predictable. Highlanders are very practical people. If something leaves them alone, then they leave it alone. If Groms burn their village, or Iron Shoes breaks into their houses and kills their families at night, those are troubles they can understand.
What is this Iron Shoes?
At least 5 villagers from Comorin and Covingor lost their relatives because of it. It is something that kills people stealthily in the night. You wake up and see your wife lying dead beside you, and no one has seen or heard anything.
Iron Shoes, you say?
Indeed. Catalan was not ready for war, not for an orc war of such ferocity. However, there are questions of greater import.
What questions, pray?
Have you heard of the prophet who united the orcs in 340? 5 years have passed, and still we have no inkling of his identity.
How can this be? Is he an orc?
No one knows. If he is an orc, then he has won their esteem more than any orc before him. And the orc hordes are united now in their common belief in this prophet. They will not stop until they have what they want. Did you know that they seek the tomb of Azeral?
Their god.
There is a legend that he is not dead, only imprisoned in a metal tomb. Verily, only a legend. But the orcs search for it diligently, and they do not search alone.
Who searches with them?
My sources tell me that there is someone else who looks for the tomb, skilled enough to remain in the shadows, but he leaves some traces of his passing.
What kind of traces?
Too many questions asked on the subject of Azeral in too many places for it to be mere coincidence. Those are traces. Something is afoot, and whether it will be good or bad for Catalan, no one can tell. Keep your eyes open.
That's for you. What's that? What's that?
What do you want here?
Let me in.
You are a stranger. Go away.
Die quickly. Let's have a look. That's interesting. Today wasn't your day. Let's have a look.
One moment, friend. One moment, friend. 'Tis dangerous to travel alone these days. Give me 500 in gold and mayhap I will let you live. A hardy type, eh? Then show me your mettle and your metal.
Ah, that's interesting.
Well met. Don't trust the miners. They breathe too much magnesite dust to stay sane. If a miner tells you a story of treasure buried in the mine, just walk away. If you pay attention to him, it'll spell trouble for you. Beware of the society mage. No one likes him. A fanatic, mark my words. If you keep to the road north of Tarbakan, you will reach Comoran. It's the oldest and the biggest woodcutter settlement in Talmud. Or it used to be, anyway.
Hey there.
Well met. Beware of the society mage. No one likes him. A fanatic, mark my words. If you keep to the road north of Tarbakan, you will reach Comoran. It's the oldest and the biggest woodcutter settlement in Talmud. Or it used to be, anyway. People are talking about the gang fights in Tarbakan. It seems that Goritza now has competition. But who? The Goritza have ruled the underground in Talmud for so long. Who would dare to challenge them?
path of the taint is crooked and perilous. It can kill you.
There must be ways to walk it safely.
I can show you how, but knowledge such as this is costly.
What is your price?
There are several lessons. Each one costs 300 in gold.
Well, good day to you. Welcome to the Merchant Guild shop. I can't complain.
Well met. Well met. Good day to you. Well met.
Welcome, traveler.
Welcome. Weapons, armor, whatever a warrior needs. We have a war on. Good business for warriors.
Hail, stranger!
Good day.
What's that? That's for you. Aha.
You're new. Are you from Hagrast?
Should I know him?
You look like one of his men. Abrat Skeldon hired a group some time ago. Strong, they say. But for me, a waste of time and money. We must deal with our problems ourselves.
And you are?
I serve the House of Skeldon, the strongest and proudest of all the noble houses of Catalan. We rule in Talmont.
Why are you here in this place, then?
Hunting. One of the woodcutters was a Karga leader, but he was warned and fled before we arrived. The rebels know all of our moves before we even move. They are as the wind.
Who is this leader you seek?
Kranach, from the clan Karga. One of the villagers from Covangor told us his whereabouts for 20 gold pieces.
I was told that the rebels have many loyal men in the villages.
Peasants have no backbone. Rebels when they have to pay taxes. But you can always buy them for gold.
'Twould seem that not every villager can be bought, or Karga would have been in your hands already.
Aye, true. And that snake will be more cautious now. The only chance we have to catch him is to play his game better than he.
You need someone the rebels would not suspect.
Aye. You, mayhap. 'Tis dangerous, but well paid. Interested? 'Tis good. The rebels are scum. But Kranach is different. Do not take him lightly. If you find him, you know what to do. We will hear of him no more. Hagrast and his mercenaries have a hard reputation in the south. Officially, they were hired to hunt rebels, but they have other interests.
What do you mean by other interests?
They disappear for weeks on end and return with nothing. 'Tis a mystery indeed. Thieves, scum, and rebels. They dare to attack us, the Skeldons, humble servants of the king who brought civilization and peace to this lawless land. Clan Karga once ruled Talmont before the king proclaimed it ours. Now they call themselves the protectors of the common folk. Ha! Aye. Farewell.